Because if that bothers you, if my podcast bothers you, then that ain't nothing compared to where I'm going and the things I'm going to continue to talk about. You got to understand that that's a podcast. And yes, it's life, and we talked about it, but you don't hold me to that. Mm-hmm. Because that's not fair that I'm expressing myself and being honest, and you have a personal issue with that.
First of all, I'm sorry. While you talking, y'all can't see Adrienne. I can see the back of her head. She got new braids. So all I see is the braids being like, yes, talk.
Yeah,
I agree.
so,
Yep.
you know, in this business, it's so hard in this business because people they feel like they know you based on what you allow them to see. Mm-hmm. And then it stops them from getting to know you. Because I watched this podcast and I didn't really like when you said that. And then I was watching some of your stand-up and you said that in your stand-up and I didn't really like that either. And then I went back and watched your podcast. Yeah, I know it's got 10 episodes. I watched all 10 episodes. I did not go to sleep and I was late for work the next morning because I was watching all your episodes. But I watched them. And then after I finished watching, I was like, oh my God, Sydney, I never knew that you was like that. Oh my God. But you still don't know if I'm like that.
Yeah.
Because now you living off of something that I've experienced, I've went through. It's gone. It's over there now.
That's
and
crazy.
Now you're going to stop from getting to know me based on something that I said that happened months ago? You don't want to be with somebody like that anyway.
You know what's funny? I ain't grew up with a sister, right? Like, you know what I mean? So I'll be like, yeah.
I got 4.
Look, I'm like, all of that. Like, in my head, I was like, yeah, if I could tell.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
She was dope. I was like, oh, okay.
And she probably still is dope, but there's a part of her who can't. You got to understand what we do for a living versus who we are. What we do for a living is what we allow you to see. We put things on the show, like this podcast. This podcast is, you know, the topics and stuff is very strategic. You give them what you want them to see, but there's a part of me that nobody sees. There's a part of you that nobody sees. There's a part of you that people still would love to get to know, and you miss out on that focusing on what I allow people to see.
I got you. Yeah.
So no.
So I'm allowed to go on a date.
I wouldn't call it a date though. We're just hanging out as friends.
What if?
Nobody go to nobody's house.
Oh, let me ask Adrienne.
Go ahead, Adrienne.
No, I'm really curious why you're sitting down, like to the point where you don't want to date nobody.
Okay, you ready? Here's why.
Come on, Adrienne.
Right after chick broke up my crib, right? And we ain't got to get into it because TACARRA know this. A friend of mine who I've been friends with for a very long time, right? Found out about what happened, and we've been cool for a very long time, right? And never really flirted like that. And then she flirted with me.
Oh, okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then was on some like, let's get physical, right? On some like, oh, okay, let's plan this out, let's get physical. On some like, all right, cool. And then it got really crazy. I didn't make it over there or whatever. I won't get into the details. Didn't make it over there. Like, went crazy, yelling, screaming. It was an episode right after this past episode, so I was like, this is crazy that this is back to back, some silly shit. But it made me realize, I was like, I have something on me right now, right? Where I need to like, God, like I really do want a wife, but I'm not a nigga that need to be in the street. I'm cool with like sitting there, like chilling. I don't need to be like, girl after girl after girl after girl. Like I'm not in my 20s. I can't even, I got high blood pressure now. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I don't want to,
Why did I just find that out about you?
I desperately don't want to have another silly situation or like a situation that I'm not proud of. Even if we don't make it, it's still like a thing. So that's why I was trying to sit down.
So you like working on your energy so you don't attract more.
Yeah, I was like seeing like, yeah, like what is it about me that like I have to look at about myself that's a commonality in all these situations. So I think I was listening to my friends and it was like, is it that I say mama?